I am shocked and angered at the politicians who are using this war in Ukraine to preach to us about climate change. I heard one of them say that, you know what? Putin may drop a nuclear bomb on Ukraine. Think about the damage to the climate. Really, dude? How about the millions who might die? Or how about the fallout from radiation giving cancer to who knows how many? How about that for a thought? Here's the reality. These politicians care more about the dirt on your shoe than they do about your personal life. Stop voting for these people. Back to the government. My whole point is that government is way more of a threat to humanity than climate change. This Russian deal, it's all about the Russian government. Listen, if you had put together a focus group of, say, 100 Russians before the invasion, and the government said to these people, hey, we're thinking about invading Ukraine, what's your thoughts? They probably would have said, we don't really want to sacrifice our sons and daughters for where there's not really a threat. Or how about, those are our cousins over there. So we're going to say no. Well, you know what? People don't matter. It's all about the government. Every war is about government, one government against another. Government has killed more people in human history than any natural disaster pandemic you can come up with. And they also commit genocide, where they kill their own people. United Nations says that 46 official genocides have taken place in the last 60 years. Right now, we have one going on in China with the Uyghurs, but that's okay. Now, yeah, I know what you're saying. Wait a minute, Bill. You're talking about these evil governments. This is not the benevolent, nice America. Oh, really? Let me go through some history. Most famous government kill in the last couple of years was George Floyd. COVID, I would love to know how many of the million COVID deaths in America were government kills. I mean, we know for a fact thousands of elderly died because COVID patients were sent to nursing homes. Many more examples, but we'll, of course, never know. I love it when we talk about how wonderful the health department is that led us through COVID. This is the same health department that did the Tuskegee experiment, among other things. In that one experiment, 100 African-American men were killed by the government. But hey, we were, it's in the name of science, so it's okay. And then when we talk about slavery, for instance, this one gets me. Blame it on the whites, white supremacy, plantation owners, but the real blame should be government. Listen, not one slave would have been on one plantation if the federal government had not sanctioned it, legalized it, endorsed it, and enforced those laws with a barrel of gun at your face. And that's what bothers me about big government now. Every law they pass, bureaucrats add 200, 250 rules and regulations to every law, and then it comes to us and it's enforced with a barrel of a gun to our face. I want limited on that, which is the genius of our government. It's why we've lasted as long as we have. Our nation's forefathers, geniuses, because at the heart of our Constitution is limited government, which we have lost, and we need to strive and do everything we can to get that back. One closing thought, I've been amazed at the effectiveness of moving guns and ammo to Ukraine from America. Man, our shelves are not empty like the grocery stores. There's no supply chain for that. I mean, they have been awesome, and rightfully so. But I leave you with this thought. The one thing government is great at, killing people.